Well, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm kind of disappointed, honestly. Like, I was expecting this big Bluey wave for my channel because I wanted something to do other than the chicken nugget stuff while I try to refocus literally everything else. I was hoping there would be this like big Bluey wave of content where the show would give me inspiration and creative thinking and ideas would emerge and I could make really wonderful videos for you all to enjoy. But instead of a Bluey wave, I got a Bluey splash. And why was it only a splash? Well, reacting to a book was a funny gimmick at first, but then it turned out it had to be a regular thing because can't exactly react to the show and or the bonus bits because, you know, BBC do worldwide takedowns and stuff. Then I figured reaction content's kinda dying, at least in regards to like things that can get easily claimed. So I might as well do like memes. Like everyone's doing memes, so I figured I might as well review some, like, cause meme review's the thing. But what do I get instead of funny ha-has and like just positive engagement? I get people calling me a Discord mod. Like, I don't even know why I would possibly give off that energy, but like honestly, despite my love and appreciation for the show and the characters and the settings being an all-time high, my motivation is kinda crash and burned. So let's do this. I'm gonna make this one more video and probably stop doing Bluey stuff for a while I get my motivation back on track, and you all have to agree to stop calling me a Discord mod, because I had an experience where me and my friends had to pull someone out of the abyss, so to speak, and in my efforts to pull them out of the abyss, I got too close and now it's calling for me, and I don't think my friends are going to be smart enough to pull me out if people keep calling me Discord mod. Anyway, so I asked y'all on the YouTube poll what your favorite Bluey character is, and we will get to that momentarily. But in the meantime, let's go through each of the characters one by one and talk about them and the episodes where they shine their bestest, because I now have all the plushes of all the Bluey characters. Like, you already saw Bingo and Bluey, but I bet you haven't seen their mom and dad. Yeah, so without further ado, let's dive right in with the first character. This is the mom. Her name is Chilli. And she is like most moms of our generation, always finding a good balance between work and play. She loves playing hockey, which we know because it's said multiple times throughout the series. But one thing most people might not know is that she works in airport security. The reason we don't know this is because we don't bother to check the website or read the book that explains the things about the characters. See? It says right here. She juggles working in airport security, raising her children, playing hockey, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, read a book. Much like Fluttershy from My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, she has the angry stare. You already know what the stare is from Fluttershy. I'm not risking getting in trouble with Hasbro showing that clip, but I will show a couple examples of the stare from Bluey, like this one from Queens.
Back to work, peasant. I mean, carry on.
And this one from Perfect.
It's Dad! I'll come back later.
There was a moment in Sticky Gecko which may have inspired the Psycho Chilli that I've been seeing on Twitter, the one that can't be without Bandit for too long or she goes absolutely nuts. But I tend not to look into that much because that's like a side of the fandom that takes things to like a really elevated extreme. So anyway, let's move on to what's my favorite Chilli episode. I was going to say driving because she's very imaginative when Bluey plays driving, but upon recent re-examination, my favorite Chilli episode is now Baby Race, because she learned that being a mom isn't easy and everything in life doesn't have to be a competition. Like, just do your best with your child and everything will just work out. This is Bandit. He's the dad, and he exudes dad energy. He teaches good morals, and he really elevates playtime with his ability to, like, play certain characters and just be like the missing puzzle piece for a lot of Bluey shenanigans. And he's also a good morals teacher. He knows the difference between right and wrong, and he doesn't want the kids growing up to be lazy. As we see in one of the Bluey bonus bits, he is an archaeologist. And he's also into sports and man things, as seen in Stumpfest. He does play a bit rough with his kids sometimes, but the kids learn to toughen up. And even he will sometimes figure out how much is too much. He's a bit slow, but at least he's trying. There are some fan animations that depict him as like a drunken, abusive father type. Again, I kind of stay away from those personally. But one thing does kind of confuse me, and not in a negative way, is that evidently there's this news article saying that Australian moms consider Bandit to be some sort of sex symbol. Not to be a bit controversial, but yes. My favorite Bandit episode would have to be Ragdoll, because not only is it a fun playtime adventure, but he's also teaching the kids that hard work is very rewarding, and also to work smart instead of hard when you can't handle like raw strength, and that's like really cool. Bingo is really cute. I could stop it here, but I'm being told I have to. I'm also being told by my producer that I'm pretending is real to make this joke work, that I should stop mentioning fan works that take shows into adult context, because I'm starting to ruin like the wholesome magic of the show by doing that, so I'll stop from this point on. Anyway, Bingo is Bluey's younger sister, and she is very wise for her years. There are moments where she's cute and fluffy, there are moments where she's a wise sage to guide us all, and sometimes she's just a pickle, like in movies and in Mom School.
You got it. Hey. Gee, she's quick. Now clean. Hey!
There's even some moments where I could almost swear that she has magic powers. Like, I'm not talking about like the magic powers like in Magic. Like, have you seen what she pulled off in Feather Wand?
This hat's heavy!
In fact, she's so magic she even got her own episode. And in that episode, she tries to do a fourth wall break.
I spy with my little eye something colored green.
Like, it reminds me of Dora the Explorer to like a little bit of a bad extent, but the attempt is very cutely executed, and I'm glad they kind of like brushed it under the rug as like how silly such a concept is.
This won't work either. It was rug, by the way.
Haha, brushed under the rug. She was talking about a rug, yeah. I don't understand why people could hate Bingo. Like, I have never seen Bingo do or say anything that could make anyone hate her. Like, you'd have to dive to some ridiculous extremes to find a reason to hate Bingo. And if you're one of those type of people, f*** off. My favorite Bingo episode is a three-way tie between Feather Wand, Barbecue, and of course Bingo. Like Feather Wand, she's just crazy with the feathery wand, and she likes to mess with the family, and it's really funny. Barbecue, we get to see her kind of be like her mom, like try to work miracles with what she's given, and almost never finds time to sit in her relaxer chair. And Bingo, of course, is where Bingo is the best at being Bingo. If you want pure, unfiltered cuteness and smartness and intuitiveness of Bingo, then watch Bingo.
Bluey!
And of course, we saved the main character for last, Bluey. She is really outspoken, energetic, and creative. She has a really wild imagination, and she loves making up games to play with her sister and her parents and her friends and stuff. She's braver than the mightiest of warriors, and she's not afraid to stand up to greedy queens or traverse dad's stinky toilet or even perform the impossible task of teaching her own grandparents to floss. One way I can kind of relate to Bluey is that we both have moments where things don't go the way we planned them and we get really upset. But ultimately, it's best to just like go with the flow and try to navigate this crazy world we call life one way or another. My favorite episode involving Bluey is Copycat. It starts as a silly game of her copying her dad, and I think that's what they did with these knockoff plushies on Temu, by the way. But then it gets more serious when she sees a bird. They take it to the vet, and it dies, and she's just trying to process it. Like, the game she makes up to try to process it doesn't quite go the way she plans it, but at the same time, she ultimately learns the lesson at the end that that's just not something we account for, but there's nothing we can do about it. That's just what life is, and that's why I'm still here. Like, even though I try to make videos my way, and they don't quite work out the way I want them to, and I get frustrated, I'm still here. I'm still going to keep making them, and I'm going to keep making them until I get those 3 magic strikes to take me down, because even if I don't make money no more on this platform, like, ain't nobody going to stop me. I'm not going away. Like, I'm not going until I get 3 strikes or until, like, I get my head cut off. Anyway, no more of that dark stuff. Let's do some honorable mentions before we reveal the poll results. Some of my favorite episodes have Bluey and Bingo together. Not like relationship together, but like, you know, sisters together. And they have a really good dynamic together. And some of my favorite episodes with those two working together would have to be Keepy Uppy, Mount Mom and Dad, Daddy Drop Off, The Show, Escape, Queens, The Quiet Game, Easter, and Ragdoll. But also as an adult, I also enjoyed the dynamics that the mom and dad have, because it's like, well, obviously they're the mom and dad. Their dynamic is one of the most important things to get right. They're meant to be bound together till death do them part. So while the relationship can't be perfect, it's gotta be at least functional. And like, you can't spell functional without fun. So what puts the fun in functional? These episodes, Backpackers and Whale Watching, among others. And of course, we can't forget the episodes where all 4 of them shine in their own way, such as Flat Pack, Smoochy Kiss, and Road Trip. You're all heavy. Did Bluey have does Bingo have a feather wand on her? No, I think I'm just clumsy. If I had to pick a favorite episode overall, it would be The Adventure. Probably because I like role-playing and acting, and I'm playing like D&D and Pathfinder still. Like, The Adventure just kind of appeals to me. Like, the idea of escaping situations, talking things out, and playing pretend. Now the thing about the video that I've been waiting for and you've been waiting for. Discussing our favorite characters. Now, if it were up to me, I would not pick a favorite character because every single character is awesome and I love them very much, and the show works really well with all of them, and they all have their own strengths and weaknesses that help them all work together to the best of their abilities. But I held the poll on YouTube community, so let's see what you guys said your favorite characters is. And the favorite character of my YouTube audience is...
Bingo!
Bingo!
Bingo?
Bingo!
Bingo! As selected by 50% of my audience that looked at the poll, Bingo was you guys' favorite character. What do you have to say about that?
Me, Hetty.
Ah! Okay, who gave her a feather wand? So that about does it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and like, the nice blue wave was fun, as short-lived as it was fun while it lasted. So I hope y'all enjoyed this cute and fluffy experience, and I am now being told that the skipped compilation of chicken nugget shorts is ready to go. So in my next video, be ready for one of the biggest chicken nugget reactions yet. Ignore the dogs. All 76 of the shorts I skipped will be available for me to react to, and I'll probably dive into why I skipped some of them, and we'll see. But until next time, thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you later. Peace.